Hey there. So I'm going to talk about how much I make a month as a software engineer, living in Silicon Valley at 23 years old. This is my first ever job. So my total comp for this year is going to be around $250,000, depending on how stock does, which is a weird thing about Silicon Valley. I make about $150,000, $150,120 in salary, just like cash comp, and then about $80,000 in stock comp, which vests every year, and then I got a $22,000 signing bonus and a $15,000 relocation bonus. So that comes out to about $250,000 to $260,000 this year. But I think it's kind of easier to grok like monthly numbers, so I'm going to go through that right now. Let's start with cash comp. So I make about $12,600 a month in cash comp. About a third of that goes to taxes, and then I put away $1,200 of that towards retirement, $24 towards insurance, and $2,500 towards ESPP, which is Employee Stock Purchase Plan. That means out of $12,600 at the end of the day, I only net $5,186, which is less than half. But that is how it goes. Stock comp depends on how the stock is doing, but for my most recent vest date, I got an average monthly of $4,393 per month. And then ESPP, the money that I take out of my cash salary, I do get back every 6 months when the company purchased stock on my behalf. And then, and the most recent ESPP stock purchase date, I netted about $2,600 a month in stock, which I should have sold immediately, but didn't. But just pretend that I did and that I got that cash. Technically, I have $401 Roblox stock to my name, which I cannot sell because we're in a blackout window right now. But pretend that I got that stock comp, that cash. So all told, if you total my net cash income, my net stock vesting, and my net ESPP, I make about $12,202 a month, which is pretty significant for someone my age, and it is what it is. So now on to my expenses. So I make $12,000 a month. How much of that do I actually spend? I spend $2,280 on my studio apartment, which you can see around me. I live alone in San Mateo, so it is pretty expensive here. But that's just the going price for a studio. It's actually one of the cheaper studios in the area. And then I have about $2,000 a month on average in discretionary spending for the past like 6 months. I just averaged it out, and I happen to spend around $2,000 a month. So where does that go? Let's take a look at a couple of months, for example. Okay, in August, excluding bills, I spent $2,059.81. Most of that actually was transport. So this month, I transported my car from Florida to California, so that ended up being $1,500 and some change. And then spent about $86 on Ubers. The big expenses for me in this category come down to groceries and dining. I actually spent $290.55 on groceries, and $231 on dining and drinks. I'm kind of surprised that groceries is as high. I don't think I spent that much on groceries, but I do happen to like cook, mainly just like turkey burgers for myself. That's a lot of turkey burgers. And then there are very few expenses beyond dining and drinks and groceries. So I spent $50 on some video games, $30 on some medical stuff, $15 on laundry. So really, my only expenses were food and transportation, which I guess are necessities. Let's take a look at July, where excluding bills, I spent $1,300 and $1,342. 500 of that was cash for a funeral that I went to. 400 of that was groceries, which is insane. Okay, I definitely spend way too much on groceries. $250 on dining and drinks. That seems to be the recurring sort of monthly cost on dining. And then this was before I had my car, so I did spend $250 on Ubers in July. I bought a plane ticket for $173. And I spent $100. 80 of that was on laundry. I think I just happened to like be between two laundry like deposits. The way it works in my building is you have like a gift card essentially on your phone, like through an app. Then you just deposit money in that. So I have to spend put $40 in twice in July. That is most of my expenses. I've spent $75 for me an LLC. We don't talk about that. And $42 on App Store subscriptions. Not sure what those were. Okay. That is all of my July spend. Takeaways, I could definitely spend less on groceries. Spending $300 to $400 on groceries a month is just insane for someone my age. The dining and drinks comes out to about $250 a month. I think that's reasonable for the Bay. And then transport costs have been kind of through the roof recently, but they should be going down. So I would like to get my spending to around like $1,500 a month on average, and I think I can do that. So yeah, make about 12,000 net a month, spend about 2,000 of that, come out with 10,000 in profit or whatever, and time to go invest it in a house or something. All right, catch you later.